Commander Zexthor studied the blue-green planet rotating slowly on his tactical display. The third world from its yellow star appeared unremarkable: primitive electromagnetic signatures, basic satellite networks, and no evidence of faster-than-light technology. According to their intelligence, the dominant species had barely mastered nuclear fission. It should have been another routine conquest for the hegemony. "Fleet positioning complete," reported his tactical officer. 700 vessels in attack formation. Planetary defense satellites neutralized. We await your orders to commence orbital bombardment. Zexthor's mandibles clicked in satisfaction. In his 40-year military career, he had overseen the subjugation of 37 worlds. The pattern was always the same: demonstrate overwhelming force, destroy key infrastructure, demand surrender. Most species capitulated within hours once they witnessed the hegemony's technological superiority. "Begin transmission of the standard surrender ultimatum," he commanded. The communications officer initiated the broadcast, flooding Earth's primitive radio and television networks with the same message that had terrified countless civilizations. "Citizens of this world, you are now subjects of the galactic hegemony. Cease all resistance and prepare for occupation. You have 6 of your planetary rotations to comply, or face complete annihilation." Zexthor expected the usual responses: panicked broadcasts, desperate attempts at negotiation, or stunned silence. Instead, after only 2 hours, a single transmission emerged from the planet's surface. The signal was surprisingly clear and directed specifically at his flagship. "This is Admiral Sarah Chen of the United Earth Defense Force responding to your ultimatum. We have a counterproposal." The bridge fell silent. In Zexthor's extensive experience, no subjugated world had ever made a counterproposal. "Put it through," he ordered, his curiosity piqued. A human female appeared on the main screen, small, fragile-looking, with dark hair and determined eyes. She wore a military uniform that seemed almost comically primitive compared to hegemony standards. "Commander of the alien fleet," she began, her voice steady despite the circumstances. "We've studied your previous conquests. 23 civilizations in the past decade, all following the same pattern. Overwhelming force, quick surrender, minimal casualties on your side. Very efficient." Zexthor's secondary arms tensed. How could this primitive species know about their military history? Admiral Chen continued, "However, you've made one critical error in your assessment of humanity. You see, we're not like the others. We've been preparing for this day since we first looked up at the stars and wondered if we were alone. The answer, apparently, is no, and you're not friendly." "Impossible," Zexthor muttered. "Their technology is centuries behind ours." "Here's our counterproposal," Chen said, and something in her tone made the entire bridge crew pay attention. "You have exactly 60 seconds to begin withdrawing your fleet beyond our system's outer boundary. If you refuse, we'll show you why every species you've conquered tried to warn you about Sol 3. Zexthor's translator struggled with the final term. Sol 3? Their designation for this world was simply Target 7742. "Tactical, scan the planet again," he ordered. "Full spectrum analysis." The results appeared on his screen, and his 3 hearts began beating in rapid succession. Heat signatures were erupting across the planet's surface, not from cities or military installations, but from previously undetected underground facilities. Thousands of them. "Sir," his science officer reported, his voice trembling, "I'm detecting massive energy buildups. These readings, they're impossible. The power levels exceed our own dreadnought reactors." On the screen, Admiral Chen smiled, a predatory expression that reminded Zexthor uncomfortably of his species' ancient apex predators. "You see, Commander, while other species built upward toward the stars, we built downward into our world. Every mountain, every ocean floor, every desert hides facilities that have been waiting for this moment. We call them gifts, presents we prepared for anyone foolish enough to threaten our home. The tactical display showed Earth's surface transforming. Massive installations were rising from concealed positions, their energy signatures climbing to levels that defied physics as the hegemony understood it. 30 seconds, Chen announced calmly. Zekthor realized he was facing something unprecedented, a species that had deliberately appeared weak while building the infrastructure to defend itself against threats they had never encountered but always expected. "All ships," he commanded, his voice barely steady, "begin immediate withdrawal, maximum velocity." As his fleet retreated, Zekthor understood why the other conquered species had tried to warn them about Sol 3. Humanity hadn't just been preparing for war, they had been preparing for this specific war.